my name is Saya and welcome to my kitchen. So today I'm having two of my really good friends to come over and try a new Asian spring noodle soup and teach them how to use chopsticks. But before that, I wanted to make some homemade wontons, really simple, to add to that. So this is what we're going to be making today. The ingredients of these wontons are really easy. It's minced chicken, some fresh deveined and shelled prawns, green onions, corn flour, water, and salt. So that'll be the base of the filling. I'm actually doubling up this recipe because I have 3 kids, so it's always to make more than less. So I'm putting in 500 grams of this minced chicken, prawns that I've already deveined, and I'm gonna chop them up roughly. Mix the proteins up together. And then we're just gonna add the flavor base. A tablespoon of sea salt. Just crush it up because we want it lovely, nice and seasoned. Some black pepper. You can do flakes, but this just makes it easier to mix in. Proper sesame oil. Now, sesame oil is kind of like extra virgin olive oil. You can get the canola olive oil mixes, which are crap, or you can get the 100% sesame oil, which is always so much better. So I'm gonna add a tablespoon of this 100% sesame oil, half a cup of chopped up green or spring onions, however you wanna call it. Corn flour is gonna be what binds it together when it cooks. It doesn't spill out and doesn't get too watery. So I'm adding 2 tablespoons of water. 1, 2. Mix until it's all bound together. And now, this is where the fun begins. We're gonna set up the wonton making station. I'm gonna get my kids to pitch in and make us some wontons. What you definitely need for this recipe is some pre-made dumpling wrappers. The best place to go to is Sun Chinese Supermarket, which is in Durban North. They literally have everything. So they come like this, keep them frozen, and they peel off really easily. Less is more. If you put too much filling in, it'll pop out of the sides. So we're just putting a little bit in the middle. Here I'm just gonna wet my fingers and just go along the edges. And you're gonna go corner to corner so it becomes a little triangle, kind of like a samosa. And then you're just gonna take the edges and smush them together. So smush, 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 smush. And then I'm gonna put them just on a lightly floured dish so they don't stick to the bottom. So this is how it's gonna look. And now I'm gonna call the kids in and see what they can do. Okay, girls, so I'm gonna each give you a little dumpling wrapper. Put it on your plate and put it on your plate. Okay, now I've given you each a bit of filling. Put a little bit in to the middle, not too much, so like little, let's see. Maybe like half a teaspoon, maybe a bit more, Zia? Yeah? Maybe a little bit more for you, okay. So now we're gonna take our fingers. Can you make your fingers wet? 2 fingers, but just go along the sides, wet your sides. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. A little bit more. Okay. The water's kind of gonna act like a glue. Like a diamond, we're going to go corner to corner. Boom, so we make a triangle. Hold up our samosas, and now we're gonna make them dumplings. Okay, so now we're gonna go squish, 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 squish. And now can you do the other side? Squish, squish, and there's your little dumpling. Show the camera your dumpling. Good job, girls.
We squish the ends and then we connect it to the top of the triangle.
Yep.
But it's not a samosa anymore. It's a dumpling.
It's a samosa transformed into a dumpling. Show me your purse. Ooh.
You take the filling and you put it on your dumpling dough. You put water on the sides. You take the top off the diamond. You put it to the bottom and then you squeeze it. And then you have a hang bag.
Perfect! Add it to the pile, add it to the pile. We've been very productive. At least my little Oompa Loompas have been. So you're my little Oompa Loompas of my wonton factory.
What kind of dumplings that we should make in the other one?
No. Would maybe another mince?
Mince and onion.
Mince and onion, that would be lovely.
Chicken, prawns, and basil, and like
have some simmering water here, and now we're just gonna put in a few of these dumpling parcels straight into the water. As you can see, the water's been bubbling. They've only been cooking for about 3-4 minutes. You can already tell from the texture that they're cooked. So now we're gonna take them out and set them aside. Drizzle, 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 because sesame oil makes everything taste better. Put some of my green onions on top. I tell you what, it's not just because I made it, but these are pretty darn good.